Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon. Whether I'm talking about the movies, obviously, TV shows, merchandising like the shoes, clothing, whatever the case may be, or even the theme parks. But for this time around, I'm going to be doing one of these lists again because I feel like I don't do these enough, really. And if I'm going to be honest here, so it's going to be a top five most boring remakes from Disney. Yeah. The thing is that I was going to do a top 10 or top 15. Then that became top 20. Then it went to top 25. Oh boy. Yeah. It just felt like it went on forever. But it just seems like Disney isn't trying anymore. Like they became too comfortable in a lot of ways, which they did. They know that name alone, most of the time, they bring people to over to the movies, to the movie theaters. And yes, all these movies have become a success, but there would be no particular order, by the way. So yeah, Christ, let's get into it. And Mr. Monkey, what's your problem? Uh, Go clean the toilet or something. I'm trying to talk about these bad movies. Let's get into it, I guess. Whatever. At number five is The Lion King. And yeah, it's basically the same movie but stretched for roughly 2 hours. Yeah, there was a common theme here because all these remakes do the exact same thing what I just said. All the original films have a pretty simplistic premise, which in itself doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, obviously. However, the thing is that because of that, it kind of falls into the whole idea that they need to pad it out and it shows. It definitely shows with this one. They definitely had it out, folks. Basically, it's the same movie all over again when you think about it. At number four is, of course, The Beauty and the Beast. I mean, okay, they did try to add a lot more than compared to the original film. Yeah, it's just basically it's the same overall idea, but they added like way too much because it's like there's like 50, 80, or 100 different things going on at once. Why does everything need an explanation? What? Why does everything need a backstory? I don't get it. And how is it that the people who cosplay or the people who will go to Disneyland and dress up for a living looks a lot more better than the finished movie? That literally does not make any sense because the film actually has a budget. So, what? Christ, I've been around for over 100 years, and I still think this is lazy work. Christ, Mr. Monkey, what is your problem? Ugh, like I was saying, lazy work. Like Mr. Monkey, you're so lazy, man. You're really lazy. Go to hell. Ugh. Okay, at number three is Dumbo. This is only done just because of the fact that people assumed the original film was racist, except it wasn't, though. Oh boy. But yeah, that's the only reason that this film was remade. It was not to do a brand new story or anything. I'm not saying every single Disney film should be a musical, but musical stuff has been playing a big part of these films. But you didn't even try to do a brand new movie music in it or something. Christ, be more original. At number two, oh yes, speaking of remaking movies for dumbass reasons, it's this movie. The only reason that this film was made was because of the fact people assumed the original movie was sexist, except that it wasn't though. I mean, Princess, that's the exact opposite of being a sexist, bro, because princesses have something to do with the government, which gives them authority. But again, it's basically the same story all over again. It just tries to make the stepmother more of an asshole compared to the original, I guess. So there, I don't know, whatever. What the hell? What are you doing, Mr. Monkey? What is your problem? You got some issues to work out, you know. Uh, anyway, before I get to number one, Yeah, this one's terrible because it's a remake and terrible plot contrivances. Yeah, plot devices all over the place. She's definitely Mary Sue in this film, folks. That's for sure. Another one is definitely this one. Again, there's too many things going on as well, like the other movie I mentioned. Way too many ideas. It's just stuffed with a bunch of random ideas here, folks. It doesn't feel connected, really. It feels too much all over the place. And of course, talk about changing too much. If you're gonna try to change a lot of it, why don't you just do your own movie? That would have made way more sense when you think about it. Christ. Alright, number one is Pinocchio. So, yeah, this one is definitely fairly needless. It's like the Tom Hanks in this one, it seems like he folded in, and it shows. It felt like the entire studio just half-assed it. I mean, there's lots of winks towards the other Disney movies in some ways, but at this point, he's just coming off, you're just playing off of nostalgia when you think about it. And, okay, I can say the same thing for all these movies, I guess. Just doing it for nostalgia's sake, really. I don't like nostalgia. Oh, Mr. Monkey. Okay, since you won't listen. Yeah, you won't listen, so here you go. Yeah, you bastard. I mean, it's not that the studio didn't try to do anything original, which they have. And yeah, they failed at it in some aspects of the story. Well, it's better to try and fail than not try at all. In those movies' defense, I guess you can say, because at least you attempted at it. At least there was an attempt at it, I suppose. I'll give you that. But yeah, the thing is that even when they actually succeed in doing it better, trying to be a bit more different, yeah, to only follow it up with a sequel series that was completely pointless. Uh, why? What did you have to ruin it like that? I mean, really? I mean, Tinkerbell had her first movie and had a series of films, with part two being my personal favorite, and to only cancel, yeah, only have a few of them canceled. Really? Why did you have to ruin a good thing that you had going on there? I mean, yes, it was films like this. That was a bit different too, and with Esmeralda being a likable character, and had to ruin that by having a less than stellar sequel. What the heck? Come on, Esmeralda, this was pretty cool. And from what I heard, it's going to be remade too as well. Ah, Jesus, what the hell? Stop being lazy. Ugh. I mean, yeah, again, there were other attempts as well, obviously, to be a bit more different and change up the formula. Yeah, Frozen did it fairly well, and that was followed up by a sequel. I might be a minority in this, but I don't care. I actually like the second one a bit more. But I heard they might do a third movie. Don't ruin it. Ugh. Just no. Christ. At least do something clever. Do something clever at least. Anyway. Hopefully it doesn't suffer the third part curse. But maybe Disney has become a victim of its own success, I guess you can say, folks. I still don't like remakes though. And they'll plan to make even more remakes. Come on. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh yeah, later. Ugh, man, just what the hell.